Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make money on YouTube with monetization. Now, this is the complete guide as a seven-figure faceless channel owner. So just a little bit about me. I'm from Canada. I graduated from Simon Fraser University a long time ago. That's me and my friend. We both graduated in economics. And after that, during university, I've always wanted to make a lot of money. So in university, I joined internship with Southwestern, where we sold pretty much encyclopedias. I was one of the top rookie salesmen out of over 2,000 rookies. This is my team over here. That's my sales general manager in the middle, and that's the team on the right hand side. But after university, you know what? I graduated economics, so I applied for lots of good jobs like finance jobs, Wall Street type jobs. Applied for everything under the sun that paid well, but unfortunately for me, I was rejected from all of them. Not a single one contacted me back. But looking back at it, it was great. So instead of going to work right away, I went to Japan to teach English. Now I know that sounds like a job, but it was an amazing experience. I loved it. Working with kids was one of the funnest jobs I've ever had in my life. So it was in a small town called Bifuka. Most Japanese people don't even know of it. And up here in this picture, that's me and a bunch of other teachers from North America. We went snowboarding. I don't remember where that was, maybe Niseko or something. But the problem with this job was just that the income was capped, and I've always had that dream that I wanted to make a lot of money. So I went back to Canada, and while I was trying to start other businesses, I worked at a call center. This was the call center right here. And I was trying to start various businesses while I was at this call center. It didn't, those businesses didn't turn out well. They were like MLM companies. So one day I was kind of sad. I went home and I typed this into Google, how to make money online. This was my turning point here, guys. And 10 years later, my life has never been the same. On the left, that's me living on a beach, jumping into my condo's pool, which overlooked the whole city by the beach. It was amazing. In the middle, I lived in a penthouse in Manila, in Makati. That was the Grand Mercy. That's the view from there. And I've also spent another year in Japan just living life. Life has been amazing, guys, ever since I typed in how to make money online. And today with YouTube, as you can see, this is a screenshot from back in August. About half a year ago, I made over $1 million with this ad revenue alone. Now, this does not include sponsorships, and this was just over the course of a few short years. The first year I made nothing actually, so a lot of it just came in the span of about 3 years, to be honest. And it's amazing. Like, I'm from Canada and this is US dollars, so in Canadian dollars, it's over 1.5 million, which includes sponsorships, maybe 1.6, 1.7. And like I said, life has never been the same. Now I want to get into why YouTube pays creators. So if you're looking into getting into YouTube monetization, why does YouTube pay creators? Well, it's pretty simple. Google owns YouTube, and you might know YouTube as a video website where you can watch your favorite shows, but really it's an advertising business. So for example, before YouTube, companies would advertise on TV. For example, when I used to watch the Animaniacs when I was little, there used to be Lego commercials on TV, and the Lego companies would pay the TV networks to advertise for them. In today's world, however, things have changed. People don't really watch the TV anymore. People watch YouTube and stuff. For example, I just finished watching TV. I'm a big pool fan, so I was watching TV, but I wasn't really watching channels. I'm on YouTube, so I don't watch ads on YouTube because I have YouTube subscriptions, but that probably pays into the YouTube ads whole creator pool or something like that. But yeah, that's why YouTube pays creators. They pay creators about 55% of what advertisers pay, and the other 45 goes to YouTube. And it just goes like this. Everyone's happy. And yeah, so this is why people get paid putting videos onto YouTube. And eventually, if you create enough videos, your videos become assets. And the more views you get, the more income you can generate. Again, this is just me showing off right here. So a little bit about my YouTube monetization story. After Japan, like I said, I went back to Canada. And also, this is my second trip back to Japan. So this is not when I was a teacher. This is about 2019, I like to say. So I went back to Canada and I was just trying out various different businesses. I had to start over, so I started day trading. I did pretty well for that until let's see. I think I have that in these slides. So yeah, day trading. I turned $3,000 into $30,000 in about 3 months. I was shorting stocks, but one day there was a Kodak stock that came, and I lost everything in a single day. $30,000 and everything hard I worked for 3 months. It wasn't really the money that was hurting. I mean, I had a lot saved up at that time, but still, I put in a lot of effort, and to see my effort go to waste, I mean, I wasn't getting. Maybe I was getting better, but I just found out it wasn't for me. And that's when I learned something important, that I wanted stability. And day trading, as much as people say that there's patterns, and I know lots of people do well at it, I'm not hating on them at all, but for me, it felt like gambling. I mean, every morning I woke up at 6 a.m., my armpits were sweating. So I was looking for other ways to make money, and that's when I discovered YouTube monetization. Now I've been in the digital world now for about over 10 years, and before YouTube I was in it for about 5 years. So I sort of heard about it before, but I never really looked too deeply into it. Videos that generate income over time, that sounded like something that I can do, that I can put effort in. But in the beginning, I tried. I put in like 50 or maybe even 100 hours, and I got nothing. Like, I had an English channel. I was trying to teach English again. The channel's still up there, so you can check it out for yourself. It's called English Exploration with Al, and I bought these like little toys. You can go in and check the videos, and I try to voice over to teach people English. But long story short, it got me nowhere. It really got me nowhere. So what I did is that I invested in myself. I bought a few YouTube courses. This is one of them, To Mastery and Monetization by Matt Parr, a great course. I joined his community. One thing that was invaluable about joining community is that you can search to see what questions other people have asked before in the past. And that was invaluable for me. It wasn't really the course material, to be honest, because I bought another course before this, so I knew the basics already. But it was just about asking questions and getting feedback. And one thing I loved about Matt Parr's course is that he answers every question. And it's like when you go study in school, for example, if you have a question, you can ask it. And that was invaluable. If you're ever going to buy a course in the future, make sure it has a community where you can ask either the instructor or other students about their experiences, whether to do this or to do that. And yeah, so pretty much when I learned the basics, I committed fully. I worked every single day, like about 5 to 10 hours. And again, that decision changed my life. I was being able to live around the world. And in this right hand side right here, that condo right there in Bangkok, that's where I'm living right now. It's a pretty awesome condo here, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. And what I've been able to achieve, I mean, I get to take vacations whenever I want. This is me. A little bit before Christmas time, I decided to just go visit the islands for a bit. And again, this is me showing off what I've been able to achieve on YouTube. A pretty substantial income. And I've gotten into the 1% club. So I have over 300,000 subscribers at the moment. And according to this data right here, if you have 100K, you're in the top 1%. So I'm probably in the top 0.5% or something like that. So this is the view from my co-working space up top. I'm just in my room right here because sometimes there's people there. I don't want to be talking. But anyways, the numbers aren't really the best things, to be honest. I have an amazing lifestyle. I wake up, I go to the gym, I work for a couple of hours, I play pool. I'm a big pool fan. Over the summer, I take my family on vacation. So that's us renting a place in British Columbia on an island. It was about $1,000 a night, but I was able to afford it easily with my YouTube income. And oh yeah, so that pool up there on the top left, believe it or not, my condo right here has an onsen. So when I used to live in Japan, I used to love going to hot springs to just sit and relax. Now my condo has one. And it's just amazing here, guys. The complete lifestyle transformation from starting an online business. It's sweet. Like I used to want to climb the corporate ladder. I used to want to do my best, but it was slow and I was surrounded with people who weren't giving it their all. And even though I was doing my best, my income was pretty much the same as the people around me. And I didn't like that. I love learning, I love competing, I love making money, and let's see, yeah, and also along the way, I've gained so much experience with this YouTube monetization business. I learned about marketing, I learned about content creation, I learned about building teams, building digital assets. And while I was making that money, here's something that's underrated. I pretty much got a master's degree in digital marketing. But instead of paying money to learn, I got paid to learn. I got paid a lot of money to learn. I got paid more than most people make in a decade to learn how to make money online. And these are skills that no one can take away from me. They're transferable. So one thing I love about digital marketing, working online, is that a lot of skills are transferable. Now, it might not be a one-to-one transfer, but it's a pretty good transfer. Like in YouTube monetization, for example, you learn how to get people to click and you learn how to get people to stay. Now, these are invaluable for whether you have a blog, whether or not you're doing Instagram, whether or not you're doing Amazon. You got to capture attention, getting people to click. That's number one. And then getting people to stay. That's also very transferable, especially in the content creation niche. But it's also very valuable for the physical products niche too, because instead of getting people to stay, you got to get people to love your product. So a lot of skills are transferable, and that's what I love again about digital marketing. So I got my bachelor's degree and my master's degree right now in this field because I've been in it for about 10 years. I've been able to make over probably close to 3 million US dollars now that I think about it. Amazon, I probably made about 1.5. YouTube is about, close to $3 million USD since I started my career. Now, if I just worked a regular job, I would have made way less, probably like less than 10% of that. And I've also taken 1 year off, taken months off from work, things that I could have never done if I was still working a day job. But it's not just me doing this, guys. I'm not a genius or anything. There are thousands of other people making money off YouTube and every other ways to make money online. And it's life-changing money, guys. So about faceless channels, again, it's not just me. Like here's MMA, Full Mount MMA. They make about 10K per month. They started the channel in 2017. As you can see, they got about close to 2 million views in the last 30 days, which pays out to be about 10K now. They used to be making like 15, 20K, but right now, UFC, for example, they're sort of in a slow slump. So I'm a big MMA fan, so I watch this channel. And yeah, so there's big times and there's low times. Now this next channel here, for example, Track the Top, I don't really watch this channel, but I was just doing some research. And look, they started the channel in 2024 August. So that's about what? A year and a half ago, and they're making 40,000 USD per month. That is crazy. And here's another channel, Jamari, who just talks about social issues, stupid stuff that stupid people are doing. He makes about 10K per month. And just for some evidence here, guys, so about a year ago, I was making 50K per month. And it's not just people like me. So this guy right here is Jamari, like the person that I just talked about here a few slides back. This is him right over here, and we're not celebrities, we're just regular people who learn how YouTube works. Bottom line is people are changing their lives. They're able to pay for their housing, rent. I mean, this place right here, it's not cheap, guys. It's in Bangkok, Thailand, but this is more than I've ever paid in Canada. We're able to support our families, and we have freedom here, guys. Like, I love my life. Now, the question is, now I'm going to get into all the steps of what you got to do, but just a few more here, bear with me. So how long does this take? So I can only talk from my experience. So obviously in month 0, for me, I had no experience. I didn't have no audience, no subscribers. But by month 3, actually, I was making about close to 4K per month. And by month 6, I was making 6K. And then I had a 14K in month 9. And then in month 13, guys, I made $35,000 in a single month. Guys, you know how crazy that is? Like within 1 year, I was making 35,000 US in a single month. That was like almost my salary in Canada for a whole year of working full time on a job. It's crazy stuff, guys, crazy stuff. Now, how much work does this take? With AI these days, guys, If you guys can dedicate about 5 hours per day to this, I don't see why you can't be making $3,000 within about 3 months or so. And that's my honest opinion. 6 months for sure if you're doing it right. Like I said, with everything AI, everything's faster now. I use ChatGPT to streamline quite a bit of stuff. Again, here are my projections. Like, you should be making around $5,000 per month within 6 months and $10K per month within 12 months. Now, at the very worst, $5K per month within 12 months, and you'll be free, guys. You just have to learn the skills, work, grind it, and it still takes work, guys, and it's not just a straight line. It's not like woo 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 woo. There's ups and downs. Even for my business, after a couple of years, there's ups and downs, guys. There's ups and downs for every business in the world, in life. That's just the way this world is designed, guys. Now, how much does it cost to get started? Not much, actually, and this is why I love this. So there's Photoshop to make thumbnails. There's 11 Labs to make a voiceover. There's Final Cut Pro, which is, you can get a free editing software, CapCut. I've never used it though, but I had Final Cut Pro. So about under $300, $400. And guys, you can literally make that off one video. Like, for example, I uploaded this video in February. So just when was that? Today is the 25th. So I uploaded this 2 weeks ago. It's already made me $477. So that covers my monthly fees. And it's still growing, guys. This video will probably make me over $1,000 when it's all said and done. Let's see what else is there. And everything else is just sweat equity, guys. So that's why I love YouTube, is that it doesn't really cost much to get started. You got to learn the skills. You got to put in the time, the effort, that they're disciplined. But it's not a gamble. For example, when I did day trading before, you can lose money. You can drop into the negatives and get yourself into trouble. You can do paid ads for affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing is great. I'm not saying it's bad, but you got to get paid ads most of the time if you want to scale fast, and you can lose money. Lots of people do lose money. Some people make crazy amounts of money. Those who practice can get better, but just the thought of losing money, it's not too attractive for me. And that's why I love YouTube. There's pros and cons for everything. I'm not hating on paid ads and losing money. I'm really not. But I know a lot of people. I know I was when I first got started with digital marketing, is that I didn't have too much money to burn, but I did have time. So guys, now I'm about to show you guys the step-by-step process I used to make over $1 million and how you can do it as well. So there's just 7 steps here, guys. Really, it's just 7 steps, and I'll go through them one by one here. So the first thing you want to do is you want to find a good niche for yourself. Now, what I recommend is to find an intersection between what you love to do and what's profitable. Now, some people might love something, but it might not be profitable, and I don't recommend that. For example, if you love curling, I don't think the curling niche is that hot on YouTube. I've never researched, guys, but I just don't think it's that hot, because it could be very hot. Don't get me wrong. I might should have done the research, but curling is probably not a channel where you can make too much money. Again, I could be dead wrong. And at the flip side, I don't recommend doing something that you don't like to do, even though it's very profitable. And the reason because of that is it won't be enjoyable. And if it's a grind every single day, I mean, it's already a grind, but if you make it even a bigger grind, it could be boring. So what I recommend, guys, is listing out 10 to 20 of your favorite hobbies and then using Social Blade to see how much people make in that channels. And you want to find 10 competitors making at least $5,000 per month and 2 competitors making like at least $20,000 per month. So something like that. Again, so if you're into UFC or MMA, for example, you just go into YouTube, you type in MMA, and you find some channels. You put their handle name into socialblade.com, and Social Blade, just like right here, it shows how much money they make, and this way you just get a good idea of this. So just write down your hobbies and then search them on YouTube. Next thing you want to do is you want to find video topics. So you want to find topics that people care about. So for example, if you're into politics, now I don't recommend doing politics because YouTube used to shut down many accounts years ago. They're a bit better now, but again, I still wouldn't really risk it. So you want to understand your niche and do what's hot. For example, Donald Trump these days, because he's like um, so outlandish with what he says and what he does. He gets so many searches. Like over here, you see he gets 2 million searches every month, whereas Barack Obama is sort of like yesterday's story. He was the previous, president, or previous now, I guess. That he only got 200,000 searches in the last month. So obviously, if you do more videos about Donald Trump in this case, your video will probably get more hits because it's a hotter, more people are searching for him. He's hotter, and this is what you got. This is what I mean by understanding your niche, understanding what's hot and what's not hot. And if you have passion about it, if it's your hobby, you should sort of instinctively know this. Again, you can use software such as vidIQ here to see how much hits videos or certain keywords are getting. For example, Floyd Mayweather. I'm a boxing fan. He's getting about 200,000 views per month, so same much as Barack Obama, because he's sort of yesterday's news. He's retired now, but I'm surprised Canelo Alvarez right here is only getting 14,000 views per month. Maybe because he's not American, but this just goes to show that it's good to use tools just to see how popular something is. Even though you understand your niche, like if your niche is boxing, you understand boxing. Still check with these softwares. They're not expensive. I mean, vidIQ is like, I think $10 per month. You can also use Reddit to see what's people are talking about. You can use Google News to see what's hot. So there's a whole different variety of sources. Understanding your niche yourself, using Reddit, using Google, using vidIQ. There's a bunch of different softwares, and honestly, you can get better at this, but sometimes it's still a hit or miss. But you can increase your chances of landing these successes. And the next step after that is you have to create the video. So there's a script, voiceover, and edit. That's all there is to making a video. I mean, there's music too, but that's sort of part of the edit. So the most important aspect of a video is the script. I like to make them about 2,000 words, which comes out to be about 10 to 15 minutes, and depending on the reading speed, about 15 minutes actually. And the most important part of a script is the hook. Keeping people's attention in the first 3 seconds, 5 seconds, up to 30 seconds is vitally important. Now you can outsource this, but I recommend, if you're going to outsource it, I recommend writing the outline first. And to be honest, until you're making about $3,000 to $5,000 per month, I recommend you writing everything yourself. That way you understand the business. I did everything myself until I was making about $5,000 per month. So with the video edit, just to make it match the script, it doesn't have to be fancy. I made $5,000 per month with iMovie, and iMovie is the free editing software that comes with every MacBook. And you want to change the scene every 5 to 7 seconds or so. I missed the voiceover. So voiceover pretty much is really easy. You just take your script, you paste it into 11 Labs, and boom, it's pretty much self-intuitive. Now, if you guys want to see a video of me doing any of this stuff, like using 11 Labs or doing a video edit, message me down below. I have everything in my course as well, but if you guys have any questions, I'll be glad to make a video of it here and upload it onto YouTube. And some of you guys might be saying, like, I have no editing experience. Well, what I gotta say to you is that you've really gotta learn how to edit, because it's very easy to learn. If you're just learning the basic cut, putting videos onto it and cutting, it takes less than 30 minutes to learn. You can learn it on YouTube. And after that, after you have the video, you just create the thumbnail and title. So for this, I just model what works. So find thumbnails and titles that are working already, that have gathered lots of views, and just sort of model them. Like, for example, if someone uses a title saying the top 10 scariest houses in the world, and you have a boxing channel, maybe you can write the top 10 scariest boxers in the world. YouTube also allows you to do A/B split tests now, so I recommend fully using their split testing tool in the website. And again, for thumbnails, use Photoshop, guys. I learned Photoshop for free using this 3-hour course. and it saves you a lot of money. And it saves you a lot of money, guys. Like if you wanted to pay a thumbnail designer to make every thumbnail for you, it would cost you about $10. And if you want them to make 3, that's like $30. And I say 3 because that's what YouTube allows you to split test. So for every video, it takes me like 5 minutes to make a thumbnail. So within 15 minutes, I can make 3 thumbnails, and it's fun, guys. Learning Photoshop is another skill I recommend all digital marketers to at least know the basics, because you never know when you're gonna need a small quick fix. And after that, guys, you just publish, and then you study the analytics. So yeah, you just look at the graphs and see, like for example, here there's a drop off right here around the 30-second mark. So I gotta look back into that. There's another drop right here, but there's a small uptick right here. So I gotta see what that little uptick is. And this is just really what it is. You just study the analytics, see where it drops off, see where it goes up, and you improve on those. And you just repeat it, guys. Again, all these steps I've listed out here for you guys. I know it's just the very basics, and I can get more into detail for everything here. Again, guys, if you guys want to get into more detail, the nitty-gritties, drop a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to make a video. I'm looking to make one long form video every week now, spending about 90 minutes per day on this business. I know I've been neglecting it, so if you've been following me for a while and I haven't been putting on content, I apologize. Once a week, that's my goal for 2026. And where was I? Yeah, so I just did everything here, and this is how I made $1 million, guys. That is literally how I made $1 million. Just get better with every video, and after 100 times, you'll be 100 times better, and you'll be making $5,000 to $10,000 per month. Now, a question I get from my friends and people that I talk to about my YouTube business is, if this is so simple, then why doesn't everyone do it? If it's just 7 steps, why doesn't everyone do it? And well, it's because, let's see, it's not, I mean, it's easy, but it's also not easy. An example I like to use is it easy to eat an apple every day, guys? For your health. I mean, if you want better health, is it easy to eat an apple every day? I mean, technically it sounds easy. How hard is it to go buy an apple, put it in your fridge, take one out every day and bite it until there's nothing left? It sounds easy, but it's also not easy, if you know what I'm talking about. It takes willpower. And also the thing with YouTube is that, will you make money right away? Probably not. And this is where like a lot of people quit. Like they try like 10 videos, and if it's not working, they just quit. But yeah, guys, honestly, if you don't have the skills yet, there's a learning curve, and you probably won't make money immediately. I mean, look at, these are the analytics of my first 10 videos. I grabbed these the other day, and none of them got over 1,000 views. And these are from like years ago. None of them got even more than 20 likes. Yeah, I'm surprised. But these are my first 10 videos, guys. They flopped. I worked hard. I didn't make any money out of any of them. It took me nearly 50 videos, honestly, to get monetized. So in every video at the time, yeah, so I put in probably like about 100 hours. Now my first few videos were really short, like less than 5 minutes, but it still took me like about 2 to 3 hours per video. And so I probably put in 100 hours before I got paid a single cent. And this is where most people quit, guys. Most people quit before the rocket ever lifts off. You know, they see like less than 10 views per video on the 10th video, and they're just like, oh, this is BS, it's saturated, I quit. But I'm telling you guys, once you build the skills, everything can change very fast. So again, consistency is the number one thing about why people fail. Now here's something though, because some people, they are consistent, but they still fail. So they do 50 videos, they do 100 videos, but they still fail. Now, why is that? This is a question that puzzles me, to be honest. I knew someone like this. He was consistent, but never successful. In fact, he lost money. I'll get more into how he lost money in a few seconds. But the truth is, my best answer on why he didn't succeed is that he just stopped improving. Like, for example, I would look at his channel, I would look at his thumbnails, And I told him, yo, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta A/B split test a little bit. But he never did it. I would look back at his channel like once a week at that time, and he never implemented any of the changes I asked him to implement. And even in his videos, he didn't really implement those. And he outsourced everything. So that's how he lost money. He outsourced it before he really understood how to make it profitable. And that's something I don't recommend. I don't recommend outsourcing until you're profitable, because you got to understand the business. For example, I wouldn't open a restaurant unless I really knew the business inside and out first. And really, YouTube is just about two things, guys: getting people to click and getting people to stay. If you can do these two things, the world is literally yours. Like, if you can achieve a 70% average view rate retention, you're making a lot of money. Okay, so I talked about this here earlier. Don't outsource until you're starting to be profitable. But then another question is, can this be automated? Can you build a team? And yeah, the answer is yes, everything can be automated. So for me now, the scripting process is automated. I create an outline, 11 labs, and a voiceover. I mean, that's pretty much automated. My editing is completely automated. I automated that from year one. And AI just makes everything easier too. But here's what I can't outsource, guys, is that I got to be the decision maker. Like, I got to find the topics, I got to create the title, the thumbnail, and the outline. Now, this doesn't take too much time though. Like, for example, this can take me like about 10 hours per week max, maybe even 5 hours, but I just like to spend extra time. No, actually about 5 hours. 5 hours is about right. Another 5 hours is to check over the work, especially for the script part. So I double check the scripts. Whoops, sorry, excuse me. I double check the scripts. Now, this might all sound hard, but here's what happens when you succeed, guys. Look, this is a video I published back in 2023 here, guys, and it's made me 17,000, and it's still making me money. For example, in 2024 earlier, it was just at the $12,000 mark, but now it's at the $18,000 mark. So in 2 years, it made me $6,000. And again, I published this a long time ago. I completely forgot about it now. Again, these are some of my big months, and these aren't even including sponsors. So for example, I've had one sponsor pay me $15,000 for a single video, another that paid me this one here is more recent, $2,500 for 75,000 views, which is pretty easy. And if you're wondering how long it takes me to make each of these ad videos, guys, it's about 2 to 3 hours. So imagine putting in 3 hours of work and getting paid 2.5K or $15,000. That's amazing. 3 hours of work for $15,000. Now, there are some cons of this business. It's not all sunshines and rainbows. It could get very lonely, guys. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm in my room right here, and I'm working out of cafes a lot these days, but for the longest time I was working from home, and I don't know if there's a cafe near you, so you might have to work from home, and it gets lonely, guys. You also have to take full responsibility. There's no one to blame except yourself. And in the very beginning, guys, again, you can have stress from income. Money's not coming in. Sometimes videos flop. So even me these days, I mean, most of my videos get over 100,000, but every here and there, a video doesn't. It might get like 20,000 views, and it's a flop. And after when you put in all those works, like, it builds up. So it's not easy. You gotta be emotionally resilient a bit. So it's not for everyone, guys. YouTube monetization is awesome. I love the business, but if I have to be honest, it's not for everyone. But I mean, it's hard, but one of my favorite quotes by one of my favorite mentors is, don't join an easy crowd, you won't grow. Go where the expectations and the demands to perform are high, by Jim Rohn. And like I said, guys, my life has changed. That was my condo when I lived by the beach, and that's my condo now. Oh no, sorry. That's my condo in the Philippines on the right-hand side, in Makati, the Grammar Sea. And that's the Kopana Banga in Jomtien, Thailand. So amazing places, guys. I've been living in such amazing condos, penthouses sometimes. And this is one of my favorite quotes. Become a millionaire, not for the money, but for the person you must become. So if you start with these businesses and you do really well, it's not just the money, guys. The person that you become, I mean, you gain so much personal skills, critical thinking, communication skills, leadership, but you also gain these professional skills such as marketing, holding an audience retention, building great products. There's so much skills and stuff you can learn from this. And like I said a while ago, guys, I got a bachelor's and a master's in digital marketing. Now, if I can get this next part right and make another $1 million, that'll be my PhD. So I'm working on my PhD right now. And the financial transformation, guys, it's awesome. I mean, I don't have to worry about money anymore. I don't have to worry about money. I mean, I'm not like a loaded like millionaire like those professional athletes or some of these other YouTubers making $10 million a year, or those digital marketers making $10 million a year. But as long as I don't go crazy on spending, guys, I never have to worry about money for the rest of my life. And that's an amazing feeling. I know money's not everything, but this buys me the time to do my hobbies. I have my freedom. Like, again, this was the day I made $1 million. This was the day my account crossed over $1 million, guys. So I jumped into the pool and I screamed, "Yay!" or something like that. I have it on video, but maybe I'll show it next time. This is my family. So one thing making money online has helped me to do is help me to, like, whenever my family needs help, like one of my family members was sick a while ago and I was able to fly back to Canada and help him. And yeah, this is my life today, guys. I woke up today at 10 a.m. and I literally ordered lunch. Now I'm doing this video right now, but after this video, I'm going to hit the gym, come back, work for another maybe 2 or 3 hours, and then go play some pool, billiards, whatever you call it, snooker, wherever you are in the world. I love it. Maybe I'll jump into the pool later too. I got a pool right behind me. I mean, not right behind me, no, sorry. If I jump out the window, I'm going to fall to my death. I have a pool somewhere in this condo. And after that, I'm just going to chill, guys. I'll probably stop working today at 4 p.m. I mean, I woke up at 10 a.m. and I'll be off at 4. And I've also had lunch, hit the gym. Life is good, guys. I love my life. YouTube has literally changed everything of mine. And Q&A, guys. Drop me some questions down below in the comments, like I said, and I'll do my best to get to them. And if you guys have any videos you want to see me make about YouTube monetization, about the ins and outs of it, ask me. I'm here to be a resource for you if you're looking to make money online, and especially if you're looking to make money with YouTube monetization, because where is that screenshot again that I showed off a couple of times? Again, it's not everything, but I believe after making $1 million, I know a thing or two about making money online, especially with YouTube monetization. And yeah, again, guys, drop me a question down below. Other than that, I'll see you guys next week in my next long form video.